What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we go over Michigan officially announcing the hire of Biff Poggi. We go over that, plus Michigan commit in the 2026 class, putting his recruiting hat on and is set to be an extra recruiter for the Wolverines. Also got some big news on the five-star offensive tackle Jackson Cantwell as he locks in 5 official visits. Also, one of Michigan's top targets moves up to a 5-star, and we also go over Michigan's current official visit list. The Wolverines set to host multiple top targets for official visits, and we talk a little bit about Michigan basketball's ugly win last night against Nebraska, but they get the job done. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so to start this video, I did want to mention that Michigan football has officially announced the hire of Biff Poggi, as obviously it was announced and reported early February that Biff Poggi would be returning back to Michigan, and then it was later found out that he would be Michigan's associate head coach, and Michigan has officially announced it. Biff Poggi coming back home will be Michigan's associate head coach, and Poggi did say in a tweet that I am thrilled to officially be back in Ann Arbor. This will always be my football home. So thankful for Sharon Moore, Ward Manuel, all old friends. Sometimes you don't know what a special place this is until you have been somewhere else. So great news. Great to have Biff Poggi back. Sharon Moore is definitely putting a strong staff around him, and obviously we've talked about it a lot before. Biff Poggi, the impact he had on the Michigan football program cannot be overstated. He was a key contributor to the culture shift that, really led to the turnaround in the 2021 season, and when Michigan went on that 3-year run, ended in a national championship. But Biff Poggi, he was a big reason for that culture shift here at Michigan. But now I did want to talk about some recruiting news for the Wolverines, and I wanted to talk about a current commit in the 2026 class. That is the 3-star wide receiver Jaylen Pile. He's a 3-star in 24/7 Sports rankings, is a 4-star on Rivals rankings though, and he does seem to be a potentially underrated wide receiver in the 2026 class, but he is a big-time recruiter for the Wolverines now in the 2026 class. According to Chad Simmons of On3, he says, this young man is all in with Michigan, loves the staff, the people around Ann Arbor, and is basically just an extra recruiter now for Michigan. And Pyle said that I will be there on March 20th for an unofficial visit, then on June 20th for an official visit. And he said, I'm just, going this spring to hang out and recruit. I want to recruit other guys to play there. Some targets are Javion Osborne, Zayden Krempin, Brock Harris, Mason James, Matt Ludwig. And I said, we are the up and up in 2026. We can build off the last class. This 2026 class is like-minded, and we will make a run at that national title. So love to hear it. Jaylen Pile does come from the state of Texas. So Jaylen Pile, just another extra recruiter for the Wolverines, trying to build up this 2026 class. He is one of 2 current commits, along with Brody Jennings. And I did want to talk about some recruits scheduling visits and official visits to Michigan. One of them is the 5-star offensive tackle Jackson Cantwell, #1 ranked recruit nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. We've talked a lot about him before. Michigan, a top school for him, and they're getting an official visit from June 13th through the 15th. He'll also be visiting Miami May 9th, Missouri May 31st, Georgia June 6th, and also Oregon June 20th through the 22nd. An official visit to Ohio State is also a possibility too. They are also a top school in that recruitment, but so far those are his 5 official visits he has scheduled. According to Chad Simmons of On3, Cantwell said that each official visit is very big. I don't have a leader right now, but I should have one after these visits, and on these visits I want to see how much I can see myself wanting to play football and live years of my life at these universities, and it will come down to the best fit, where he can see himself succeeding in life the most. Then I also wanted to talk about one of Michigan's top targets in the 2026 class, and that is the 2026 4-star edge, top 100 recruit Carter Meadows, who was a 4-star on 24/7 Sports rankings, but recently got bumped to a 5-star on On3 rankings, ranked 6th nationally, and a 6'6", 225-pound edge. You know, Michigan is a top school for him. He's a 2-sport star. He plays basketball and football, and his ability and potential on the football field have made him a 5-star in the updated On300 rankings, according to Chad Simmons of On3. And he did tell On3 that I'm not too close to committing or anything like that. I have to get to more schools before I can start to narrow my list down and set up official visits. He did say, so far, I know I am visiting Michigan on March 21st through the 23rd, Penn State after that. Then I will be at South Carolina in the middle of April. Those are the 3 schools that are recruiting me hard and making me feel like a priority. So that is a big time recruitment for the Wolverines right there. Top 100 recruit on 24/7 Sports rankings. Now a 5-star on On3 rankings. Just goes to show, the great potential that Carter Meadows has. Now, Michigan has already locked up, a ton of official visits for this summer. Also gotten recent ones from the 4-star wide receiver target Travis Johnson, who will be visiting June 13th, and also the 4-star top 100 offensive tackle Felix Ojo from the state of Texas. He's ranked 28th nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. He is a 5-star on the On3 industry rankings, but he has set an official visit to Michigan for June 6th. But the others who have scheduled official visits are as follows. On May 30th, it is going to be safety Jordan Deck, which we recently talked about. Offensive tackle Cannon Smith. Also, defensive lineman Jermaine Kinsler was set to take an official visit. He has since committed to Texas A&M, although he could potentially still take that visit. Michigan is still going to be pushing for him. And also the current Auburn linebacker commit Shadarius Tootle is visiting that weekend as well. And then June 6th, offensive tackle Felix Ojo, which we just talked about, offensive lineman Carter Scruggs. June 13th is a big day for Michigan so far. We got the top ranked running back Savion Hyder, Travis Johnson, who we just talked about, tight end Brock Harris, offensive lineman Leo Delaney, safety Andre Clark, linebacker Markle Dabney, and also offensive lineman Jax Tanner. June 20th is another big day. You got top 100 running back Javion Osborne, offensive lineman Gregory Patrick, safety Chase Calicut, tight end Matt Ludwig, who is a big target for the Wolverines, then edge Jackson Ford, offensive lineman Marky Walbridge, wide receiver Gordon Sellers, cornerback Jaziel Hart, offensive lineman Zayden Krempin, linebacker Caden Carter, linebacker Hudson Dunn, and commits Brody Jennings and Jaylen Pile will also be there. And those are so far just the official visits. Michigan is also hosting multiple recruits on unofficial visits here in the spring. So just wanted to go over that. Definitely going to be, a busy couple of weekends. And to wrap up this video, I did want to talk about Michigan basketball pulling off the win in Lincoln, Nebraska, winning it 49-46. I tell you what, that was one of the most ugliest games I have ever watched. But quite frankly, it doesn't even matter at this point. The Wolverines get the job done. They get the win to remain tied in first place in the Big Ten. It was a brutal offensive showing from both teams. Both of them shot under 30% from field goal percentage. Both of them shot around 20% from three-point percentage. And, while both teams were, showing a lot of energy out there, playing great defense, it was just a terrible offensive showing from both teams. Nothing was going in. Michigan only had 3 guys in double figures. That was Roddy Gale with 12 points, Trey Donaldson with 11, and Danny Wolf with 10. Both Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden had 10 rebounds in that one. Michigan did do a much better job on the glass against Nebraska. Now, it was a tough road atmosphere for the Wolverines. They also played without starting guard Reuben Jones due to an illness. They were also without Sam Walters, who's dealing with an injury. What really won Michigan this game was the stretch and the run they went on, starting with Danny Wolf, who hit a clutch three-pointer and hit a nice little mid-range shot. And then LJ Casing capped it off with a huge three-pointer to put put Michigan up by 6, and at that point, that lead felt like double digits with the way this game was going. But they did, Nebraska did have a couple shots at the end there to not only go up, but also tie it in the final seconds. But Trey Donaldson made 2 free throws to put Michigan up by 3 with 2 seconds remaining. Nebraska missed the final shot, and Michigan somehow escapes with the win. Now you look at Michigan's final 4 games coming up. They got Rutgers, Illinois, Maryland at home, and they go on the road in the final game of the season against Michigan State. So the schedule really favors the Wolverines with 3 home games in a row, and I believe all they have to do is go 2-1 in this next 3 stretch here against Rutgers, Illinois, Maryland, and that should set up a big time showdown against Michigan State again. The winner most likely going to win the Big Ten. So let me know what you guys think about that ugly win for Michigan yesterday. They got the job done though. That's all that matters. And with that, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. If you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.